Let's talk about God, the universe, and you. We're going to dive into a really fascinating theory today from the speaker Jungbub. And let me tell you, it might just flip everything you thought you knew on its head.
So let's just get right to the heart of it, right? The big one. Did God create everything? I mean, from the tiniest little atom all the way up to those massive galaxies. Was that all the handiwork of one creator? It's a question we've all probably wondered about.
Well, what if I told you the answer, at least according to the source we're looking at today, is a flat-out no? Seriously, this whole idea kicks off with that one powerful statement, it's not the creation of everything. That right there, it just completely separates it from what most of us are used to hearing. So, okay, if God didn't create it all, then what in the world is going on?
And that's what brings us to this whole new way of looking at the Creator. See, it's not about asking what God created anymore. This idea is pushing us to rethink the whole shebang, the nature of God, the universe, and yeah, even what we are.
All right, so here's the absolute core of it. According to this perspective, there's one thing, just one, that God did not create. And that one thing, it's you. Well, your soul to be exact. In this way of seeing things, our souls weren't made by God. Nope, they've just always been here. A fundamental piece of the cosmic puzzle.
Okay, so how does that even work, right? To get it, we've got to wrap our heads around the basic building blocks of this theory. The whole universe, everything, is made of two totally different fundamental energies. And the keyword here is partnership. Okay, check this out. This is where it gets really interesting. On one hand, you've got material energy. Now get this, that is God. The whole physical universe, planets, stars, all the stuff you can touch. But here's the kicker. It's static. It just sits there. Then, on the other side, you've got non-material energy. And guess what that is? That's us, humanity, all our souls, our consciousness. And we are the total opposite. We are active.
So let's just nail this down. Non-material energy, that's the stuff our souls are made of. The souls that were never created. And when we're not in a body, they're called elemental energies. Think about what that means. We're not just some cosmic accident. We are a fundamental force in our own right, basically on the same level as the universe itself.
Okay, so this is where things get really wild and where our role becomes absolutely crucial. If we're this active, non-material energy, what's our job? What are we supposed to be doing? Well, it all comes down to something only we can produce. It's called word energy.
And how we do it is pretty mind-blowing. Think of our physical bodies like cells of God or the universe. They're basically the hardware. We, our non-material souls, are the software that runs on them. And when we inhabit this hardware, we can create something brand new, this unique word energy that comes from what we say and do. And look, this word energy isn't just one thing. It evolves. It's not just about making sounds. It has a kind of weight to it. The source calls it mass, but you can think of it like its density or its impact. So it starts out as just basic speech, but then when we add substance to it, it levels up to become knowledge. And then, at its absolute peak, its most powerful form, it becomes truth. Every step up is us making a bigger, more powerful impact.
So, okay, great. We produce this energy that gets stronger and stronger. But, so what? Why does that even matter? Well, this is the part where it all clicks into place. This is where we find out what this all means for us and who the real movers and shakers of the universe actually are.
Let's just stop and think about that for a second. What if we weren't here? What would the universe be like without this special energy we produce? What happens if you just take us out of the picture entirely? The answer is, honestly, it's staggering. Without our word energy, the universe, God, it just stops. It doesn't operate. It just sits there, frozen. No change, no evolution, no movement, nothing.
And that brings us to the biggest takeaway of this entire idea. We are not just passengers living in the universe. We are the pilots. We are the operators. I mean, the quote says it all, right? We are the subjects who move this universe. Our energy, the stuff we create, is literally the engine that makes the whole cosmos go. So you see, this totally changes what creation even means. It's not some one-and-done deal from billions of years ago. No, it's happening right now. It's this ongoing, collaborative dance, a co-creation between God and us.
And there's a really great, simple way to picture this. Imagine the universe, God's body, is this giant chunk of raw iron. It's just sitting there, not doing anything. Then there's us, humanity. We bring the word energy, which is like a hammer. When we take that hammer and start shaping the iron, we're transforming it. We're literally creating change in the body of God.
And you can take that simple idea and scale it up infinitely. Every single thing that happens, every bit of change you see out there, stars being born, galaxies smashing into each other, even life evolving, all of it, according to this, is the result of that partnership. The universe provides the stuff, and we provide the spark that makes it do something.
So, we end up right back where we started, with you. Because if any of this is true, if our energy is really what makes the universe tick, it leaves you with a pretty massive question, doesn't it? Just think, what kind of incredible power does every single word you say, every action you take, every thought you have, what power does that really hold?